Kia ora, good morning everyone, Richard Wong here from New Zealand again. So I have the Panasonic Lumix S1 and the S1R. Actually, I think this one is the S1 and this one is the S1R. With me, I have uploaded another video that talk about both camera, go through all the highlight features, my experience after using these two cameras in real life, and also talk quite a bit about the photo quality from these two cameras. So in this video, I want to just focus on the video about these two cameras. Both cameras can shoot 4K video at up to 60 frames per second. With the S1, you can shoot full frame 4K video using the full sensor readout that gives you the maximum quality that you can get from the full frame sensor. With the S1R, it cannot shoot at full frame full readout. The maximum you get is 1.09 crop from the full frame sensor, and it's also not a full sensor readout, so there is a little bit of drop in quality if you shooting video on the S1R. If you want full sensor readout, then you have to switch to APS-C mode on the S1R, then you get a full sensor readout. One big advantage using a full frame camera as the video camera is the good high ISO performance, and with both of these cameras, the high ISO performance is definitely a lot better than the Micro Four Thirds brothers. Here are some test footage I shot from the base ISO all the way up to the maximum ISO, which is 204,800 on the S1 and 51,200 on the S1R. As you can see, they both handle high ISO very well. Even up to 25,600 on both cameras are still very good. 51,200 on the S1 is still very nice, while the S1R is starting, you see the degradation is becoming quite obvious. With the S1, you can push for 2 more stops after that at ISO 102,000. I would say the quality is still acceptable. Of course, it's not great, but if you really have to shoot under very low light, I think the quality from the 102,000 is still pretty good. I have did a bit of comparison with my Nikon Z6, which can actually, surprisingly for Nikon camera, do pretty good video recording, and comparing the two side by side at low ISO, I think there's not too much difference between the two cameras. But once you reach about 50,000 ISO or so, then you're starting to see the Panasonic S1 definitely deliver much cleaner, more usable video output compared to the Nikon. While these two cameras are not really designed for videographer, it still has the 3.5mm mic jack, headphone jack, and also a full-size HDMI plug on the side of the camera. So if you want to do a bit of more serious video work which require the input-output ports, the S1 and S1R can definitely satisfy your need. Right now, Vlog and 10-bit output are not available on both cameras, but my understanding is that there will be a future firmware upgrade for the S1 only, to allow 10-bit 422 internal recording and also Vlog. That will be available in the future, but that would be just like the G5, that would be an optional upgrade that you have to purchase if you want to use it on the S1. Both camera has the 5-axis in-body image stabilizer, and the rating is 6 stop effective with the dual IS 2 and 5.5 stop effective for the just in-body image stabilization. I believe those figures are only applicable for taking still photo. It doesn't mean anything for when you are taking video. So I did a bit of a comparison, shoot a bit of comparison footage using these two cameras, and yeah, let me show you how the result is when you are using image stabilization on either of these camera. And at the end, I also show you a bit of comparison between the S1 and my Nikon Z6 using just the in-body image stabilizer. terms of the video autofocus tracking performance, I think this is one thing that a lot of you guys will be very curious, interested in. Overall, I find it works quite well. It's definitely not perfect because when the object or subject you are shooting move quickly, it takes a little bit of time to catch up. But overall, if you like, I think it's good enough, because if you wait half a second or so, you will still manage to catch up and then follow the target. And if you don't move too fast, it can follow your movement quite smoothly, beautifully, and accurately as well. So not perfect, but in my opinion is usable for most usage situation.
You gotta listen up, listen up. There's not a thing that I can get from you. Boy, I don't need that much, need that much. How can I tell you what I wanna do? I never needed you to give me things. I never needed gifts of diamond rings. All I ever need, all I ever need is here with you. There's a place where we can go, where it's always shining like.
Both cameras can do high-speed slow motion video at up to 180 frames per second at full HD resolution. The output of the slow motion video is pretty nice, very sharp, lots of minor detail capture. Unfortunately, when you are shooting high-speed video, which means slow motion video, the autofocus is disabled as soon as you switch to the high speed mode. So you can't even do the pre-autofocus once you are in the high speed mode. This is exactly the same as the GH5 and G9, which I understand there are some certain limitation, technical limitation on why they couldn't achieve that. But now seeing some other manufacturer manage to have autofocus when they are shooting high-speed slow motion video, I would really love to see some certain kind of autofocus is enabled when you are shooting high-speed slow motion video with either of these cameras. If you want to shoot video using manual focus instead, using the native lens, then you can go to the settings and change the focus ring control from the default non-linear to linear. I'm really not expecting people will be using the Lumix S1 S1R as their vlogging camera, but then I got a camera with me, so I thought why not give it a try and just shoot some quick footage and share with you the footage and my comments about if you want to use it as a vlogging camera. So the two reasons why I say I don't see many people be using it as a vlogging camera is that the first one, there is no flip out screen. So if you're holding a camera like this, you cannot really see yourself. Right now I cheated because I have the Atmos 5 installed right above the camera, but I don't see a lot of people have or want to use external monitors set up like this for vlogging especially. So yes, that's one of the reasons. The second reason is that the setup, the S1 with, like right now I have the 24-105 lens on it, and then with the monitor is actually quite heavy. So I'm holding it for like just 1 minute or so and I already feel the camera is very heavy and my hand actually shake quite a bit. Fortunately, the dual IS does work quite well, so it helped me to stabilize the image a little bit. But yeah, I really don't see a lot of people will be wanting to buy this one mainly as a vlogging camera. In terms of the rolling shutter, there is definitely a bit of rolling shutter when you pan the camera very quickly. It is something that I noticed on most of the full frame camera on the market, and I don't think Panasonic is any worse than most of its competitor. So this is my pretty quick video that talk about the video side of the S1 and S1R with some of the video sample. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments about these two cameras video feature or my video, please feel free to leave below. I'll be very interested to hear about your opinion and comments about these two cameras. Thank you very much for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and I will see you next time.